One Piece has a lot of emotional scenes, but I'm pretty sure that the death of Fire Fist Ace was probably the most emotional throughout the series. Unfortunately, I got spoiled about his death way before I even got into One Piece, and yet I still almost cried the first time I saw it. Oda had confirmed from the start of the series that Ace was already gonna die. It was set in stone no matter what. But the question is, who was at fault? Who was the main person responsible for the death of Fire Fist Ace? My name is Potentia1 Unl3ashed and I'm going to answer that question. To start off, there are only 3 people who could possibly be at fault. The 3 people include Blackbeard, Ace, and Luffy. I'm going to explain my reasoning why I picked these specific people, and then I'll say who I personally believe is at fault and why. So first we have Blackbeard. Blackbeard was a part of Ace's commander unit under the Whitebeard Pirates, and Blackbeard did the unthinkable and killed a crewmate in Thatch, who was the 4th commander at the time. Furious and feeling responsible, Ace set out to capture Blackbeard to avenge his crewmate, even though Whitebeard told him not to. Later, we see Blackbeard. He was going to kill Luffy in order to get the role of Warlord because Luffy had defeated the previous Warlord. Being his older brother, obviously Ace wasn't going to stand for that, and he challenged Blackbeard, ultimately losing to him. This is how Blackbeard got the role of Warlord and how the whole Ace execution situation happened. Next, we have Ace. After being freed from his Sea Prism handcuffs by Luffy and Mr. 3, we see why he's a second commander to one of the strongest crews. Ace went on a rampage showing off his Mera fruit and taking out a bunch of Marines, even though Whitebeard, the captain, ordered his crew to escape. Ace still went and challenged Akainu, and mind you, Akainu has the Magu no Mi fruit, which is the magma fruit. No matter how strong Ace is, logic will always win in the fact that magma can burn fire. So Ace would lose that fight regardless. Lastly, we have Luffy. Luffy had been fighting non-stop for, I don't know the exact amount of time, but he broke into Impel Down with, I believe, around somewhere in between 26 hours before Ace's execution, and then he fought during the Marineford War, so I give or take that he fought for at least 26 hours, probably way more than that. I don't want to be inaccurate, but I know it's at least 26, but he barely had any rest or food. He ultimately got his goal in freeing Ace, but in order for his life to be spared, Ace jumped in front of the punch from Akainu that was meant for Luffy, and he took the hit for him, and ultimately Fire Fist Ace, the fire, burnt out of him. So who do I believe is the reason behind Ace's death? Well, the first time I saw One Piece, I would have 100% put the blame on Luffy because he stopped to try to pick up a Vivery card in the middle of a war where people are way stronger than him, and he was leaving his guard down, and his older brother was killed. But even though he is dead, ultimately I gotta give the blame to Ace on this one, and give me a second before you guys get upset. Alright, let me explain why. Even though Blackbeard did in fact cause Ace to be defeated and captured by the Navy, he 1, didn't kill him. He honestly probably could have, and 2, he wasn't even a factor of deciding the war until after Ace's death, when he took Whitebeard's devil fruit, the Gura no Mi. Blackbeard didn't have anything to do with the war when the fighting and bloodshed happened. For Luffy, like I said, he had been fighting for at least 26 hours straight, and it's probably even more than that. He was exhausted physically and mentally, but still managed to free Ace. Luffy, honestly, he was the X factor in even allowing Ace to be free. Without him being at Marineford, I guarantee you that all of the Whitebeard pirates would have been defeated without Ace even being set free. We see Marco lose to Kizaru, even though he kinda got nerfed with the fact that they put the Seastone prison handcuffs on him. We have Jozu, who lost to Aokiji, and Whitebeard, he was fighting hand on hand with Akainu. He was kind of losing, but he was kind of winning. I don't really know. It was kind of they're going at it, alright? So the fact that Luffy was there actually helped. He brought along strong people like Jinbei, Ivan, we got Crocodile, and many other escapees who went toe-to-toe with some of the warlords, and they even had a little skirmishes against some admirals. Even though it could be argued as a combined effort, I can only place the blame on Ace. His captain ordered him to retreat back to the New World, and yet he disobeyed a direct order. When he had the ability to escape, he stopped and challenged Akainu. When we look back at his past in the ASL flashback, Ace stated that he wouldn't run from a fight even if he can't win. Ace knew that Akainu was stronger than him, and yet he still challenged him. He was fighting for pride for himself and for Whitebeard. Now, not to say that Ace should get 100% of the blame, because Blackbeard capturing him and Luffy letting his guard down were major factors as well. But I don't want to do this video making it a tie or not giving somebody a clear, placing the blame on someone like clearly. But if I were to give a percentage, I'd say I'd give about 60% to Ace, about 30% to Blackbeard, and about 10% to Luffy. Yeah, I think that's fair, right? But I really hate the fact that Ace was killed off because we didn't get to see enough screen time for him. I really liked him, but you know, it was genius of Oda to do this because it developed motivation for the Straw Hats, and mainly for Luffy to get stronger so he could compete in the New World. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who you guys think is the most to blame for the death of Fire Fist Ace? Let me know if you guys like my reasoning or disagree with it. And also let me know if I kind of narrowed them down, but let me know if there's somebody that you also think should be to blame for this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, hit that notification bell. Hit it as hard as you can so you guys get notified whenever I upload a new video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. They'll be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to unleash your potential.